Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the 1968 Australian 10-cent coin, one of the earlier decimal coins that can actually be worth big money. While most are common pockets, change some rare minting errors, and high-grade examples are selling for strong prices. In this video, I will break down what to look for and how much your 1968 10C coin could really be worth. Let's get started. The 10-cent coin, including the 1968 issue, is composed of copper-nickel alloy, weighs 5.65 grams and measures 23.60 millimeters in diameter. Like its decimal counterparts, it was introduced to replace a pre-decimal coin, in this case the shilling. By 1968, millions of Australians were becoming fully accustomed to decimal money, and the 10-cent coin was in heavy circulation despite the large mintage condition. Rarity and errors are what separate a common circulation coin from one that could be worth a premium in today's numismatic market. Let's talk about mintage. In 1968, a total of around 20.9 million 10-cent coins were struck for circulation at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. While that a healthy number, it is actually a lower output compared to some other years, making 1968 a bit scarcer. In higher grades, there were no special mint sets released that year, which means the majority of surviving coins come from circulation. As a result, finding an uncirculated 1968 10-cent coin today can be challenging, and that where collectors are willing to pay more for pristine examples. Now for the values. A heavily circulated 1968 10-cent coin is usually only worth face value 10 cents. However, coins in better condition can command premiums. For example, an uncirculated example might sell for $5 to $15, while those graded in the highest mint state levels by PCGS or NGC can sometimes fetch $50 or more. The rarest coins are those that have survived with full original mint luster, no bag marks, and crisp details. These are few and far between, which is why the highest grades attract strong collector demand. Where things get more exciting is with errors and varieties. Like all circulating coins, the 1968 10-cent coin had its share of minting mishaps. Collectors actively look for off-center strikes, broad strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks. Depending on severity, error coins can bring anywhere from $50 to several $100s, while there are not as many famous varieties. Link specifically to the 1968 10-cent coin. The general rule is always check for unusual features, because unique minting mistakes can transform a 10-cent piece into a valuable collectible. From a historical perspective, the 1968 10-cent coin also represents the early stage of Australia's decimal journey. Decimalisation was a major shift that aligned the Australian economy with international standards, and by 1968 the country was still adjusting. Coins from this period carry a nostalgia factor because they remind people of that exciting transition. That historical connection means even ordinary coins from the 1960s often attract collectors who specialize in decimal changeover pieces. For collectors building sets, the 1968 issue is one you will need to include if you want a complete run of 10-cent coins from the first decade of decimal currency. Because there are no proof coins from this year, the best way to upgrade your collection is by hunting down high-grade circulation strikes. Many collectors prefer to slab these coins with a grading company, since certified coins are easier to trade and often bring higher auction prices. One of the important tips when hunting for a valuable 1968 10-cent coin is to pay close attention to the strike quality. Coins that exhibit sharp, bold details in the queen hair and in the tail feathers of the lyrebird are considered superior strikes. These tend to come from early die states, meaning the dies were fresh when the coin was struck. Superior strikes, combined with lack of wear and clean fields, are what make a coin truly desirable to advanced collectors. When it comes to long-term value, the 1968 Australian 10-cent coin has strong potential in high grades. While the average coin will not make you rich, the supply of mint state coins will only get smaller as years pass. Collectors know that early decimal issues are gaining traction as more Australians show interest in coin collecting, particularly younger generations who are discovering the hobby through social. That means if you set aside a top-grade 1968 coin today, it could very well increase in value as demand grows. So to summarize, the 1968 Australian 10-cent coin may be common in worn condition, but it's a must-have for any decimal collection and holds hidden gems in the form of high-grade survivors and error coins. From its elegant lyrebird design to its role in Australia early decimal history, it remains a fascinating piece of change that's still worth checking carefully. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you will never miss future uploads on coin values, rare errors and tips for collectors, and let me know in the comments. Have you ever found a 1968 10-cent coin in uncirculated condition, or do you own any error pieces from this year?